You're tuned in to B&T Unscripted. Get ready for raw, real, and unfiltered conversations with the award-winning radio show host Tiffany K and her co-host Brandon. It's life, love, and laughter. Unscripted, unpredictable, and unforgettable. Buckle up. You're listening to B&T Unscripted.
And we're back. Another Monday means another episode of B&T Unscripted. I'm Tiffany.
I'm Brandon.
Thank you so much for joining us on this Martin Luther King Day.
Yes, happy MLK Day
to
everyone.
I know you're excited about this because he's one of your heroes.
Yes. I don't know. He's one of my favorite people. You know what I mean? One of my favorite quotes from him is, judge a man not by the color of his skin, but by the content of his character. Yes.
That's good. That's good. I think it's a great way to kick off this episode, too, keeping that in mind.
Oh,
and we're going to talk a little bit more about Martin Luther King Jr. later on in the show. We're going to kind of switch it up. It's going to be a little bit shorter of an episode because we do know the holiday, right? People are doing some different things.
Hanging out with family.
Exactly. So we're not going to do our backyard take today. We're going to skip straight to Brandon's bumper sticker at the end. But I like that quote, something to keep in mind for you on this MLK Day. So are we ready to jump in, though?
Yes.
Okay, let's jump in. Daily headlines. Let's get to it. So I'm going to start here. Couples might improve their relationships by outsourcing chores.
I like that.
I like it too, only because
cool.
I brought it up on purpose because I'm like, well, maybe Brandon will want to do this.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. There is a new study out, according to AP News, that says couples who spend money on time-saving services like getting takeout. I know you're about to be like, nah, I'll take takeout.
It's very expensive, though.
I do that all the time. Hiring a house cleaner or calling a dog walker report greater relationship satisfaction, especially during stressful periods. Basically, it's the trade-offs between time and money. So by doing this, you're having more time to focus on your relationship together, to just enjoy those moments rather than stressing about who's doing the dishes, who's walking the dog, who's going to cook tonight, and all the time that takes. So they say not everyone, of course, can afford to outsource some of those things. It can be very expensive, but even a little bit can help. So there's a specific, what is it called? Therapist in here in this article that says she advises couples to take a time audit.
Okay. Meaning
examining how they spend their hours and what small changes could reclaim even a few moments. People underestimate how much these choices matter. It's not about luxury. It's about freeing up time to connect. What do you think?
I agree with what that person is saying, but I kind of oppose it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's okay.
Hang on, one more thing before we go into why you oppose it, because I am interested in that. This therapist says, according to AP News, partners working full-time often report feeling time-starved and found consistent patterns. In one 6-week diary, couples who made time-saving purchases on any given day were happier and more satisfied in their relationships. Now, of course, this is done with a study, but you're against it. Why do you say that?
Well, like, I feel like if you're outsourcing everything, one is going to make y'all lazy.
True.
In a way.
True.
And it's very expensive. So, like, unless you're, like, balling, it could cost you guys and cause financial stress.
Yeah.
And, make y'all not use that time that you have free by doing something beneficial together.
Yeah, connecting or
you
things
might
like
just,
that.
Lay on the couch all day just watch soap operas and weird stuff. I don't know. But that's kind of how I feel about it because I enjoy going to the grocery store with you.
That's true. We do. You and me are very, I don't think we're rare, but you don't hear it as much in couples. But I do think it's a good point that couples who can make the most out of just doing simple errands together, whether it's grocery store, shopping, walking the dog, doing the dishes together, cooking together, who can have fun with those things, I feel like are couples that are meant to, I don't even know if it's meant to last. Well, obviously we're meant to last.
Yes.
But meaning like I think they just enjoy their relationship more because they're making the mundane extraordinary.
Yep.
So I could see that. So I see where you're coming from. I thought you were going to say it's just the money thing, especially because I do like to eat out.
Well, it is very expensive, but like we do have cooking dates, or even our walk and talks.
Oh,
right?
We love a good walk and talk.
We did it today, even though it was super cold, but we use that time to just lay it out. Connect. Hey, what can I do better? What did I do to make you mad today?
Yeah, exactly.
Or is there something, I don't know. It's just hey, get it off your chest type deal. Yeah. Talk about your worries. We both share with non-judgment, So that's a great time, to build connection with your partner. Yeah.
Let me put a question out there for you. What if what do you think about maybe a couple only outsourcing one thing a week?
If it's something that's oh my gosh, it stresses you out, because I know when I was managing multiple properties, I can't be everywhere at once.
True.
So
True.
It was okay, I would hire the people that I know that I've used before to help save me time from cutting the grass in the 100-degree weather, to where I can focus on other things or be able to make it to certain things, whether it's, whatever is needed from both of us. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
And I think it also depends on the situation that you're at with your couple. I think if you have kids, that may be a whole nother conversation. We obviously don't have kids yet, so that may be a whole nother thing. What kids have 17,000 activities to go through, and we're splitting our ways and everything like that. We both are full-time workers too, so I think sometimes there would be times that I'm I'd love to just hire a house cleaner. I'd love to just do this or that.
Yep.
But I also agree that there are time constraints. However, I don't completely disagree with this article. I'm on the other side of it. Don't completely disagree.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm half and half.
Yeah, I don't think we should end up being lazy, which you and I do. We do grocery delivery a lot, so I guess that could make us a little lazy. We were talking about that today.
So I guess I'm not going to say I'm guilty, but I do utilize that.
That's true.
Where okay, I can get this off my plate so I can focus on the other chores, and we don't have to worry about going to Walmart or something and having to fight a Karen for self-checkout.
It's always Walmart.
You have to dodge and jab them, hit them with 1, 2.
I don't know what Walmart you're going to, but I've never had to have that.
Sometimes,
I've never had a fight in a Walmart.
Especially when it was 24 hours, it gets wild, It'd be 3 a.m. and you're fighting someone's grandma.
For Cheetos. That's true. That's my bag of Cheetos. I don't know. You go to an interesting Walmart. But anyways, I totally see where you're coming from. Well, in the end, this study basically says when you spend money to save time, whether it's hiring an accountant, a babysitter, a cleaner, you feel more in control of your life. So the sense of autonomy boosts well-being. Wow. So I guess it just kind of depends on your financial situation, your family situation, your couple situation. I do always suggest making sure, if you are doing these chores together, make it fun. Yeah. That can be your time to connect.
Make the most of it. You know what I mean?
I guess you and I are kind of on the same page. We're both half and half about it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Whatever works for you guys.
Yep.
Do what's best for you, your financial situation.
Yep, exactly.
Or, if you guys really, find a place we go to Wegmans in the Fredericksburg area, and they have everything in there.
They do.
So we like going in there and be oh, wow, that's cool. We can, grab a bite to eat.
Yep.
Then
make a little lunch date.
Yeah, make a little lunch date, then go shopping.
Yep.
And, it's, just find something that you guys like to do together.
I agree. So that is our first story of the day. Let us know. Is this something that you do in your relationship? Do you outsource those chores? And no judgment here. If you do, that's awesome. We'd love to hear about it. What do you got for us?
For my article, it's going over, is college worth it?
Oh, the hard-hitting questions today.
Yes.
Goodness gracious.
Yes, so we're getting after it on this Monday. So 63% of Americans now say a 4-year degree isn't worth the debt. It's a major shift in attitudes. Only about 22% of U.S. adults think college is worth it, even with the debt. And many say degrees are less important for good jobs than 20 years ago.
That's such an interesting shift in mindset, in my opinion, because I remember growing up, it's you got to go to college, you got to get your degree.
Yeah.
And do you remember that, what was it? It was a commercial when cable was still a thing. Yeah. I know cable's still a thing, but you know what I mean?
Streaming now.
Right. It was a commercial where it was I need a job It was like, you know what I mean? It was like that full circle thing where it was like, in order to get a job, I have to have a degree. In order to have a degree, I have to make money. In order to make money, I have to get a job. And it's like a cycle that like you can't get out of. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like a hamster wheel.
Right.
Yeah.
And I remember always seeing that. I'm like, okay, well, I have to go to college. I have to go in student loan debt in order to get a degree, to get a job, you know? And now hearing that it's changed a little bit, I wish I would have known sooner, because student loan sucks. In general. I'll probably be dead by the time I pay it off, and even then I'll probably have to come back as a ghost and pay it. Who knows? But on the other hand of that, it is interesting because you see all of these young kids who are becoming content creators and making money off of that. They don't have a degree.
Oh yeah.
You know,
there's 9-year-olds making millions off of, making videos of Legos.
Yeah.
Or Pokemon
or
cards.
creating their own businesses.
Yep.
At those ages in high school and things like that, and you don't have a degree for that. So I can see the logic behind it. I guess my solution would be, because I still think education's important, I always have, because I think college allows you that, this is my opinion, but college allows you that individual experience to learn how to become a baby adult on your own. If you go to a college campus, you live on the campus, you learn how to manage finance, and to a point, right? Manage finances, eat on your own, but it's a bubble. It's still a safe bubble because you're not just thrown out into the wild, right? Yeah. You're in a bubble. Nothing's really going to happen on the college campus. However, you are still learning how to be by yourself. So I think education-wise and in that experience, it's important. Yeah. But I think there needs to be a way that they make it more affordable anymore for students to go.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen because the money's too good. But
what's your opinion on it?
My opinion, I knew at a young age, I didn't want to get in debt. So like it was either pay my dad rent and go to college, after I graduated high school, or join the military. And I knew, worst comes to worst, I don't do well in the military. And I can go get free college. Yeah. Do my time, go to prison, whatever.
Go to prison.
Do my time, and then come back and go get an education that's paid for. You get paid to go to school. So even I will suggest, some people don't even consider the military, and they think, it's not for me, whatever, but there's other options than, joining the infantry and, going through the ringer type deal. And there are great jobs where you can get education and on-the-job training, like whether it's cybersecurity, it doesn't have to be infantry or Navy SEALs or some high-speed stuff, So I'm a big advocate. Go, look into the military. Just take a look. Go talk to a recruiter. You don't have to sign nothing. Don't listen to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Don't feel pressured, and find the right spot, because you can, if you do it right, you will get a major head start on your peers. So that is my biggest thing.
You're also a big advocate, we talked about before, of trade schools.
Trade schools. Oh, that's the thing. I was looking into that, and I was like, AI is not going to fix someone's toilet.
That's true.
Or run the electrical through their house.
That's true.
The people that made fun of those blue collar jobs, you might see those people signing up for trade school. So I will, whoever's going to be running the electrical, fixing plumbing, HVAC, those guys are going to be the multi-millionaires.
It's true. That's true. You know, it's interesting. You sent me a video a few days ago on Instagram, and it sticks out to me with this situation in terms of like paying for college, going in debt, and certain things. And it was somebody talking about what true success is and who like the top entrepreneurs or billionaires are in the world. And they said it's not the ones who go to school, college, get straight A's, academic excellence. It's the ones who actually rebelled against school or asked the questions of why do we do this? Or, took a different route in life. Those are the ones because they're using their skills, their curiosity, their minds to find a different route to do that, whereas just academic excellence isn't going to get you. Well, it can get you far. I don't want to say it doesn't, because it can. But it's not always the thing that's going to be, it's not always the top choice, right? Especially for some people who don't do well in school, right? Yeah. And sometimes doing well in school, I had this conversation with my mom the other day. We were talking about testing. She was like, I was never a good tester. But you ask me outside the classroom the answer to whatever question, and she'll have the answer. Yeah. It's just the actual test. And people do have test anxiety.
Yep.
Or people do have issues just like sitting down in a traditional setting. And you are, exactly. So I don't think college is ever going to go away. But I think it's going to have to change with the times to keep up with things, personally. And again, this is not me saying I don't think academics is not important. I do believe
I think
education is very important, right? But I do think there needs to be a more affordable way to do so.
Do what's best for you, and not being in debt for it.
Yeah.
Like, try to pay cash for it. You know. Whether it is going to the military, I know I make fun. And, with the whole prison thing, I don't really mean that. But I owe everything to the Marines. So I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, of course.
I'm super grateful for it. It was a hard thing, and I'm proud that I did it, and did it with the people that I did it with.
Yeah, you got some brothers.
Yeah, and I still talk to these guys, play video games with them. But anyways, it set up my life. For even takes care of you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'm just super grateful. So please, guys, consider and do what's best for you.
Yep.
Research, whether it is going to trade school, because it's half the cost to to go there.
I will say, please do not use AI to become a doctor or a lawyer. That one you need to go to school for.
If it's like specialized, like engineers, nuclear engineers,
brain surgeons.
Like, all right, guys.
If I walk into a medical office for like brain surgery for some reason, you're like, I got my degree from AI. I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah,
I gotta go somewhere else.
You know what? I'll just keep the brain tumor.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm like, I gotta go somewhere else. So like I said, it's certain circumstances.
Yes, if you're a highly specialized person, please pay attention.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But if it's math, dude, by all means, I'm not telling you to do something, but go for it.
A squared plus B squared.
If you like it, I love it. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, that was our daily headlines for the day. Make sure you let us know on our socials what you think about that. And we're going to move on to Music Corner. Today, I have 2 country music news.
Ooh, what you got for me?
We're going to start first because for some reason, Riley Green keeps showing up in our country news, okay? But this time, it's not with Ella Langley.
Darn it.
It's with Megan Maroney.
Oh,
snap.
What you got for me?
So, last Monday, Megan Maroney previewed her new single, Wish I Didn't. And it didn't take long for speculation to take over her social media, basically saying that fans are convinced it's about her rumored ex, Riley Green. One, I didn't know Megan Maroney and Riley Green dated, to be honest.
Nah, I didn't know that
I didn't, and I'm pretty on top of some of the stuff.
Maybe they kept it like a private, relationship.
But that's also, I think it's I guess it doesn't matter. I'll say I think that's a big age gap. But anyways, so the full track came out on Friday, and fans are convinced it's about her rumored ex, Riley Green. In it, she says this specific line, wearing a pink starry sweatshirt, Maroney mouthed along to the fiery lyrics in her teaser video. You have a hell of a reputation, so here I am patiently waiting for the other shoe, or should I say boot, to drop. And then it goes on to say, I've heard all of your horror stories, your graveyard of girls before me. If you play dirty, how do I say this? Hell hath no fury.
Oh, wow.
Now, it's not only that in the video, but it's also a sharp line in the chorus that had fans doing a double take. The line saying, it's all sunshine and blue skies, but I can also make it rain. This theory points to Riley Green.
Ooh, throwing shots?
Throwing shots. Why? Because the Make It Rain lyric immediately referenced Green's song in 2024, Different Round Here. It's actually also called, in quotes, Make It Rain.
Oh, I do remember.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So fans were going crazy in Megan Maroney's social media. One person saying, the Riley dig in all caps. Another one saying, this has Mr. Green written all over it.
Oh, my goodness.
One after another. Fans love a good,
oh, yeah.
Not even a dig sometimes, but, love a good point out to another celebrity. I mean, Taylor Swift is the queen of that.
Oh, yeah.
For gosh sakes.
Yeah. She had beef with the Kardashians?
Taylor Swift.
Didn't she make a diss song?
Yeah, or every boyfriend song she's ever made, or ex-boyfriend song, let's be honest.
Yeah.
That's a whole list.
Dude, I would never beef with, like, a singer.
No, but it doesn't even matter. Like, Joe Jonas broke up with her through a text when they were teenagers, Taylor Swift, and now a whole song's about him over breaking up over a text.
See, y'all gotta plan this out, dude. Like, if you're dating Taylor Swift, you gotta lock in.
That's true.
You gotta lock in.
That's
dude.
true.
You
You're like,
make sure like everything's perfect.
Exactly.
But this dude just didn't care and just sent a text.
That's crazy. Now, granted, they were teenagers at the time,
but
back to Megan Maroney. We've gone down the Taylor Swift spiral. So some fans even clocked a subtle move in the video where Maroney was dropping her sunglasses during that "Make It Rain" comment, possibly referencing the viral photo of green and reflective shades that appeared to show Maroney on a private getaway with him at the time. So these two were linked early in 2025 with fans speculating them together. They went on vacation together, but it was never made like official headlines. And so Megan says with this new album coming out, Cloud 9, which arrives on February 20th, there's going to be probably a lot of songs that may reference certain things in her past. However, she is going to let the fans speculate. She is not going to reveal anything that it is inspired by or anybody.
So it's like you got to piece it together type
Piece
deal.
It together, or basically she's saying, music can be different for everybody and mean different things, so she's just letting it be. But her fans know. Her fans definitely know.
Yeah. I mean, they'll piece it together.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, there's sleuths out there, so I'm not surprised by that. But yeah, so if you didn't know, Riley Green, Megan Maroney, he's going around the block, apparently.
Yeah.
You wanted him with Ella Langley before.
Yeah, I don't know.
Riley.
He's on the hot seat now.
He's on the hot seat.
Oh, man. You know?
We'll have to wait and see what happens from that. Maybe we'll get an album back of him talking about her. Who knows?
A whole, like, back and forth, like, Kendrick.
That's what happened with, what was it? Yeah, Kendrick. That's what happened with, not Carly Pierce. Kelsey Ballerini. And
where's she?
Morgan Evans. Remember when they, I showed you that whole album last year? It was
I think you did,
entire, dig at her ex-husband because they had such a messy thing.
Yeah, didn't she wait, like, a whole year to, like...
Release it.
Yeah.
But it was, full on, full digs, and he ended up
name mentions,
not full names, but everything that they know about, and then he ended up doing songs back responding to her songs.
So they were beefing.
Oh, they were full on beefing.
Oh, geez.
So much beef in country world we didn't know. But let's move on.
I didn't know y'all went after each other like that, because that's more of like a rap thing, like the rap battles and back and forth.
I'm thinking it's the younger generations that are doing that though.
Yeah.
You'll never see Reba McEntire or Blake Shelton going at each other.
Oh yeah. Well, the fans love it too, and
they do.
What do you say? Like negative news always makes the headlines or something.
Oh yeah, it doesn't good news or bad news, it's still newsworthy, right?
Yeah.
A scandal's always going to make headlines.
And that's the thing, Kendrick Lamar's sales.
Oh my gosh! From Not Like Us,
Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly. Which that was great.
I mean, hey,
bring on the scandals.
Yeah, I guess people don't care about saving people.
Apparently not anymore. That just shows you our world, right? Well, moving on from the scandals. Moving on from the scandals to something actually more interesting, not in my opinion. Kenny Chesney admits he gets anxiety in some unexpected social settings.
Interesting.
Country legend Kenny Chesney, who is used to selling out stadiums and performing to huge crowds, still gets uncomfortable in the spotlight. So he was recently on a podcast, and I found this really interesting, where he admits that certain social situations kind of freak him out, especially when he has to address a crowd of people with speaking, not singing.
I can see that.
So he says, have you ever been in a situation where you're in a group of 20 or 25 people before a meal and someone randomly asks you to say prayer?
Yeah. That's a lot of pressure.
It is. He says, every time that happens to me, it's so much anxiety, I crumble. The subject came up when they were talking a little bit about his recently released memoir, Heart Life of Music. And the fact that, he's following this project's release with a book tour, and he's getting so nervous about having these just speaking engagements for this book. He's saying, it really was hard for me at first. Of course, my nerves have calmed down a little bit, but it's completely different from singing to 60,000 people in a stadium.
Oh, yeah.
But asking me to speak to 600 is a completely different thing. He says he's getting better at it, but he doesn't ever think he'll be comfortable with it.
Well, I can relate to that.
I know. I thought this would be an interesting one for you.
I can relate to that because back in my glory days, I used to do karaoke. So, and of course, back then I had a little bit to drink.
Of course,
so I had the liquid courage.
Yeah.
But, I could do that easily. But you tell me to speak in front of people, and that's a no-go.
It's so interesting. That's why I connected it to you a little bit. A lot of people have that social anxiety.
Well, just with my business internship, I'm sitting there interviewing this like owner of, whatever.
Yeah.
Like high level people. And I'm sitting here, speaking in front of fellow veterans as well. I was so nervous, dude. I was so nervous. But I can get up and sing Red Hot Chili Peppers Under the Bridge. A few Jack and Cokes. I'm good, dude.
Nah. Don't lie. What is your go-to karaoke?
The fan favorite is Glamorous by Fergie.
It is. You did that at our wedding, too.
I did it for, shout out to my Platoon 81s. If y'all listen to this, they loved it.
I know. I know. That's a whole story we'll have to share later.
Yep.
But see, I just think that's interesting because, people used to always say to me, how can you get up on that stage and dance? Because I was a dancer, right? And not be scared. And you could speak, and I can speak in front of thousands of people, but I will not sing by myself in front of hundreds of thousands of people, or even in front of 10 people by myself. I was in choir, but I didn't want solos or anything.
Yeah.
So
it's a different specialization.
Correct.
Yeah. So it's different speaking in front of people like as a book tour, right? Instead of a music tour.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you're like the best at this.
Right.
You've never done this part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
But I'm happy that he's getting more comfortable with it. And I really wanted to share that because I really think it's inspirational for anybody who has like fear of speaking in public.
Yeah.
Or asking, I can do one thing but not another. Hey, Kenny Chesney's a freaking legend in country music, and he still has those nerves.
Yeah.
So it's okay,
It shows you that people are human.
Yep.
They put on their jeans just like you.
Yep.
So no matter what, everyone has their thing. Everyone has something that they're not good at. So
I think it's awesome.
Shoot your shot. Do your thing. Try your best.
Yep.
Don't be afraid. Get out there and get after it.
If Kenny Chesney can learn to be comfortable speaking in front of hundreds of people, so can you.
Oh yeah, country legend. Yeah, y'all can do it too.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Well, that wraps up our music corner, and we're about to wrap up the show today with Brandon's bumper sticker. And I know you wanted to focus this a little bit on MLK Day, right?
Yes, I wanted to pay our respects to MLK, or Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. is one of the most quoted people in history, and one of the most misunderstood. We hear a line or two every January, but we rarely slow down and ask what he was really trying to tell us.
Especially because if you think of it, the line I always hear is, I have a dream.
Yeah.
That's the one I can remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, his speech.
But then and I don't remember the whole speech. That's the thing. You hear those lines.
Because everyone says, I have a dream.
And then it kind of moves on. Yeah, interesting.
He, a key point, he wasn't universally loved in his time. In fact, he was widely criticized, and even by people who now praise him. But MLK believed real progress requires discomfort, challenging unfair systems, standing firm even when unpopular, choosing what's right over what's easy. MLK didn't fight for applause. He fought for justice, knowing it would cost him. He was nonviolent. Nonviolence wasn't passive. It was a disciplined resistance. Emotional control, moral clarity, strategic courage. It takes more strength to stay disciplined than to react emotionally. But, a quick reflection, instead of a bumper sticker, I want to leave a reflection with people. Okay. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't live long, but he lived deliberately. And maybe the best way to honor him isn't with a quote, but with a question. What are we willing to stand for even when it costs us something? So it makes you think a little bit, huh?
Wow. Yeah, I think that's a good reflection for today.
Yeah. So I wanted to pay a little bit of respect.
Because I think we always forget, like we always get excited, oh, it's a day off of work or school or whatever, but we forget that there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
You know, there's a reason to sit, and even it's a 5-minute reflection, a 5-minute journal entry. I think that's a great way to end that. So one more time, what was the reflection for us?
Yeah. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't live long, but he lived deliberately. And maybe the best way to honor him isn't with a quote, but with the question, what are we willing to stand for even when it costs us something?
I like that.
Yeah.
Good way to end the show. I like it.
Yes.
Well, thank you all so much for listening. We hope that you go ahead and reflect on that question today. Feel free to leave your thoughts and comments in our comment section, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Questions, like, share,
subscribe, YouTube,
share,
Spotify,
post,
Apple Podcasts, all those things.
heart emojis.
Right? Anything that you want to put in there. We love having you along with us. Thank you for letting us do what we do. Of course, we will talk to you again on Wednesday with some weird news coming at you. And other than that, I appreciate you. Happy MLK Jr. Day. Take that moment to reflect, and we will talk to you next time.
See ya.
Bye.